Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I have a cautionary tale to tell on myself. You see before you a what was a perfectly good motorcycle battery, and it had a bolt that was seized in the nut in this terminal. So my idea was to take a Dremel moto tool and slit the thing so I could grab it with a pair of vice grips and basically break it so I could get it out of there, without tearing this terminal up. I did have some thoughts of like cutting through the top of this terminal. That would probably have been okay. Well, I was dribbling along, throwing some sparks and whatnot, mostly this way, and suddenly, kaboom! And all the caps blew out of the battery. It blew this end apart, and you notice the vent is over here on the opposite side. It blew this apart. This has been sitting out a few days, well, like a couple of weeks in our rainstorms we've had, so it's pretty much inert at this point. And it blew out this end, and yeah, it blew acid in my face. It blew acid across the workbench and on some tools. So once I realized what happened, which took a few seconds, like what the hell, I noticed that when it went boom, I went and inhaled, and I inhaled a bunch of acid vapor. So I'm hacking and coughing, and I bail and run for the shower, throwing my clothes off the whole way. So I showered down, and I came back through and picked up my clothes and threw them in the washing machine. They were kind of ruined anyway, spots of acid here and there. I mean, the pants I can probably wear, for outside work and whatnot, but they were kind of a semi-nice pair of pants I wore to work once in a while. So that was done. Holes in my socks. Yep, it was a mess, and there were some splotches on my face where the acid had bit me before I could get it washed off. I did have on glasses. I wear glasses most of the time for stuff like this, and I'm not going to be running an abrasive wheel without something over my eyes. Anyway, so that was a saving grace. So lesson learned that even though these batteries look like they're fairly sealed, maybe from jiggling it and whatnot, a little tiny bit of hydrogen, I'm guessing, came out of here, and then my spark from here, and it went whoop up in here, and boom. Well, if this had been one of my AGM totally sealed batteries, this wouldn't happen, but this was probably the last lead acid battery I had on hand for one of the bikes, and boom, that's what happened. So lesson learned, treat these batteries like bombs. No fire, no sparks, no nothing like that. It's not the first battery I had blow up. I went out to the shop one day some years ago, and I had a battery on trickle charge in the floor, and I turned the lights on, and I wondered why the far corner of the room was dim. Went over there, and the top had blown off the battery and smashed the light bulb up above. Yay. Anyway, I hope somebody will take this lesson to heart and make sure they don't have these things anywhere near a source of spark. If I had to realize what would have happened here, I would have figured out something else to do here. I don't know what it would have been, but I would have done something else to get this jammed nut off the terminal bolt. All right, that's all for now. Maybe when I get a little time, I'll make an actual video with some interesting project I have coming up. Bye.